Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio rather poorly. Rather poorly, if I'm honest. Okay, I got this fixed. It's on the right line. I've got these combinators powered. That is all good. And basically what I did is I grabbed up all the barrels that we had here, every single one of them. And the count's still off. All the counts are still bad. Because they're counting all these barrels that I have on my inventory. Now, what I did was I went down here and just set up a little recycler, and we're going to throw all this stuff in there. So they will get subtracted as they go through that one, and basically just get put back onto the system. Like they were never there. And that should fix that up, hopefully. And we should get all this stuff working properly now. Let's just double check. Ding and ding. There we go. Okay, so that is now wired properly. Properly. Okay, so that's this part of it done. This is primed and ready to go. Let's see. What does our red wire do? I know we take it down somewhere, right? Oh, we take it down here. We need to get this over to that train station. Let's see. Can we take it across here? This does not seem optimal to me. Or at least very orderly. Okay, and that should feed it into the bottom train station. Excellent. Okay, so that's that step. The next thing we need to do is get sulfuric acid from way up here all the way down there. And I think we have it coming out right here. So, I think what I would like to do is just take it down, like right here. Let's see, take it down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you guys are actually on the inside. 1, 2, so it would actually be right there. And, yeah, I think we want to take it, right here. Okay, and it's gonna come in. We want to get it hooked up over there, so maybe we take our 2 space here, bring it down like that, and just bring it straight down like this. Dupe and dupe. All right, so we have our empty barrel line coming back and our sulfuric acid coming up, and these two coming up are going to be our uranium. All right, so that gets us to here, where we're going to have our uranium station. Now, Quarnosian, a valued commenter on my Factorio series, gave a idea for a blueprint for taking care of this. And what is this concrete mess going on down here? I guess I copied it weird. I don't know, there's like abstract art going on down here, and I don't care for that. So we're just gonna replace all that with concrete. Yeah, he gave us a blueprint for doing a uranium station. If you took a look at that blueprint, or if you happen to be Quarnosian, you may be noticing that I don't have that set up here, and the reason why is that it didn't. He'd originally done it for using fluid wagons, which it works really well for that. Makes a ton of sense. And then he remade it for doing barrels. Did the math and that, but the problem with it was is that it didn't account for the empty barrels. He had it all set up to use one car and did the math to figure out how much sulfuric acid you needed, but there wasn't a place to deal with the empty barrels. And it probably would have been fine. I could probably use like a trash car or something like that to take care of that, but I kind of want to do it all on the same train. So what I'm going to do is steal some of his ideas and some of his math and fix that concrete right there. But I'm going with a 2 car setup here, one dedicated, but we're still going to use that number and some of the logic that he had set up in order to get this train loaded. So I have that factory set to produce 120, which is enough for 3 loads, because it's 40 sulfuric acid is actually what we need in the car in order to get enough uranium to actually fill the car up. So so let's get all this stuff figured out here. Okay, so this is our main red line. This is our main internet, as it were, that's running through everything. And this is going to be our consumer, basically, the one that takes the acid off. Now we're not going to have to do like our regular combinator setup for a consumer, because we don't have multiple consumers, A, and B, we're not keeping... The other guy's actually going to keep track of the count of the stuff we have on the line for us. So let's throw a combinator down. Let's get another pole here as well. Let's move it over here just to have the red signal on this side. Come on, wire. There we go. And let's see. Let's just make all that red. You're going to feed into that one, and you are going to feed out. You are going to be a combinator that takes each signal, multiplies it by a -1, -1, and outputs each. So that is our counteractor. We are going to have an enable to disable condition on it, but we also want to be sure that we read the hand contents. All right, this is going to be a filter inserter here. We want to set that to empty barrels to do the unloading. And we want 40 barrels in this car at a time. So let's grab our arithmetic combinator here that we will use to track that. Let's put also one right here. Okay, we'll use green wire from this. We're going to hook up the station to this one. We're going to hook up this to... I'm going to stretch. Guess not. This one. And we're going to hook up this one to this one. All right, so you are going to be set to read the train contents. Read the train contents. And we're going to take those train contents and multiply them by -1. Feed them into the back of this combinator, where we are going to take the sulfuric acid signal and add 40 to it, because that's how many barrels we want, and then output that signal, and we are going to enable you when the sulfuric acid barrel is greater than 0. So we have the signal coming from the train. Starting out, it'll be 0. We'll take 0, multiply it by -1, send that over to here, add 40 to it, and output that, so you will be enabled. And you will be enabled until there's 40 barrels in there, at which point that will go through here, turn that into a -40. We'll add 40 to it. That'll be 0, and then that will shut it off. So that gives us our 40 barrels in there, and you guys will just unload uranium. And I think that's it. I think that's it. We just make sure that we have no more than 40 barrels at a time going, and I think that'll work. We probably need to put some logic in here to disable the station. We're gonna have 120 barrels on this line at any given time. I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. All right, that's good for now. We'll double check this again before we get everything up and running, because there's a lot of circuits going on here. But for now, let's go grab our building train and set it to manual mode. Actually, let's set it to build stone, and we'll let it automatically take us over there. And we'll get our uranium outpost set up. Let's see. We still got that blueprint. Ah, these roundabouts. I never can get them right. Or I'm not quick enough, I guess, is what I should be saying there. All right, let's get you there. Let's pull out this guy here and see. Oh wow, that's not half bad. Can we pull it to like right? You right like that? Now let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. Like that. All right, let's get this train out of the way so everybody else can go. All right, and yeah, that's all that. And this should be... Nope, there's one that's the station. Which one's the station? You? Yeah. Nope, except it's not you. Jew. Okay, we're just missing stack filter inserters and things for that to work. Okay, so that's most of that. Let's see, this will be mine uranium. And we're missing train stations. Missing all kinds of things. Oh, train stations. That's the whole reason I went over there. Grab train stations. All right, so mining blueprint, big patch of uranium. Let's do this. That work? Looks like it. That work? Yes, it did. And, wow, this green glow. Very healthy green glow. All right, and that should be that. Let's just kind of clean up some of this stuff here. All right, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which of course it is. Of course it's going to be 5. Why wouldn't it be 5? Why would it be a number that is goes into a balancer very easily? Here I'm complaining about having an extra row. Can I build some of those? Yes, I can. Excellent. I actually need 3 of them. And that'll be all that. You are going to be just supply. And you are going to be build uranium. And why don't you go to build uranium and step on it. Okay, so probably have a little breathing room now that we've cleared all that out, so we don't need to rush to develop defenses. But we do need to get all of this stuff set up. All right, so we're gonna need a factory, something like that. You are going to be dedicated to emptying sulfuric acid barrels. You're gonna go out that way. You're gonna feed into that. Do we want to do it that way? I think so. Okay, I think this will work. Get just a couple of undergrounds there. Pipe, 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 and pipe. Then we need to throw a connection like there, 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 and that should do it. Hopefully. All right, so I don't remember already. Oh, can't see. But yeah, looking at that, the uranium is going to be the top car here. The bottom one is going to be all the other stuff. So let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's remove all that. That's going to be the uranium coming in. One more stack filter inserter. It's going to be unloading, and it's going to be returning the empty barrels. Okay, so you're gonna spit out empties. You're gonna bring in those. All right, just like that. And you are going to be set to sulfuric acid barrels. And you've got all your materials there ready to go. Okay, so you guys, you're the short one. And we are out of red belt. All right, something like that. And I don't know how necessary a balancer is really going to be, but I don't know. I think it's good practice to balance. And that'll come up, and we'll go into here. You grab the barrels, you take them back. Now, if I had multiple trains on here, I might have to do some kind of logic with closing and opening stations, because we don't want to... We have the potential there to get our empty barrel sulfuric acid situation there out of whack. But I don't know. We'll just see. Let's come down here and just kind of check our math. Actually, you know what? I just saw the timer here. We're at 25 minutes. Let's do that in the next episode. Next episode, we'll go over all the math here. Just make sure it all works. Just to double check. And what's going on here? This isn't right. Actually, this isn't right either. This is all off. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. This is going to have to be fixed too. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that in the next episode and see how it works. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you then. Have a good one.